Hi everybody, welcome to the SSEES Graduate Open Series. This is our session on the history programme at UCL SSEES. My name's Lisa Walters, I'm the admissions manager for the school. I'm joined by Dr Sergei Bogatyrev, who is Associate Professor in Early Russian History and also the programme's coordinator for the History MA. We're also joined by Ben Chatterley, who is the programme administrator for the programme, and Maddie Purcell, who's one of our current MA students. So we'll be going through a short presentation about the programme and a little bit about the school, and then there'll be plenty of time to ask questions at the end. We are recording this session, so if you keep your cameras off for now, we'll stop recording after the presentation, and then you can feel free to put your mics and cameras on if you feel comfortable doing so. If you don't feel comfortable, you can put any questions in the chat. But for now, I'll hand over to Sergei for a little bit of a presentation about who we are and what we can offer. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I would like to tell you today about our MA program at SSEES. I'm head of the history program, and so I will tell you about MA studies at SSEES and what we can offer you and what we would expect from you. So we are at UCL, and here you have this wonderful aerial view of our college, and then you can see that we are at the very center of London. So we have fantastic cultural institutions very close to us, including the British Museum, the British Library. Well, you have BBC here, as you can see, and the Financial District, various galleries. So the first thing I would like to mention is that when you join SSEES, you would have access to the enormous cultural resources offered by London because of our very central location. So here we can see some information on UCL, and as you can see from this slide, we are truly global university connected with different parts of the world. As you can see here, we have 350,000 alumni in almost 200 countries around the world. We have partnerships with different institutions, and over half of our students at UCL are international students, and over 1/3 of UCL staff is international. So as you can see, we really try to keep our high international profile. This is the School of Slavonic and East European Studies. So this is where our program is anchored. And our school was established in 1915, and the school joined UCL in 1999. It is the largest academic institution in the United Kingdom dedicated to the study of the region. We have over 11,000 students and over 100 staff. We offer a wide variety of BA degrees. As you can see here, 22 BA degrees, 13 MA degrees, and we also degrees in master research, and we have a PhD program. Our library is absolutely fantastic. It's arguably the best library on the region outside Eastern Europe and Russia. The profile of our institution SSEES is multidisciplinary. Even if you join our history degree, we would still encourage you and offer you opportunities for taking modules in other disciplines, and of course, learning languages if you are interested. We have partnerships across the region, so our different programs developed very close cooperation with different institutions in the region. So why to do your MA study at SSEES? And I would say you would get two benefits in one degree. First, you would get a UCL degree, but your degree will be in a specialist department. And this means that you would have access both to all fantastic UCL resources, which is a very big international institution, as I mentioned, but you would also be in a relatively small institution. So you will be taught in small groups, for example, which is a huge advantage, of course. You will have access to a wide range of modules. As I mentioned, our degree is multidisciplinary and interdisciplinary. And we also offer a wide of various social events and also academic events like academic seminars, research workshops, and so on. We invite higher profile guest lecturers from the region, and you would be exposed to the latest research and latest developments in the region's politics, economics, and so on. Well, I may be slightly biased, but I would say SSEES is the best place to study the region. So in terms of careers after your degree, many students who received our MA degree work in charities, non-governmental and international organizations. Many people go to publishing, journalism, translation. Also, our alumni received jobs in policy and governmental institution. Of course, teaching and education is another opportunity where you can pursue your career. And also, of course, we shouldn't forget that our MA degree offers an excellent opportunity for continuing your academic studies, for doing your research, and potentially a PhD. So here you have a list of programs SSEES is offering. As you can see, well, I start the list with history, obviously, but also we have a degree in economics and business, politics and sociology, languages, literature and culture, and we have the International Masters in Economy, State and Society degree. We also have research degrees, and as I mentioned, we have a PhD program. So I will focus now on our history degree, and our degree offers a unique regional focus. It covers Germany and Russia. It includes the area of the former Soviet Union. And if you think about the borders of the Soviet Union, this means we cover huge territory from Siberia and Central Asia through the Caucasus to the Baltic countries. We also include Finland, Poland, Austria, and the Balkans. And we are interested in the political, social, cultural, and intellectual history of the region. Now, the regional coverage of our program is a bit unusual, but historically, SSEES covered the areas of three former empires. It would be the Russian Empire, the Ottoman Empire, and the Habsburg Empire. So this means that we include themes from the history of this former huge polities And thematically, our modules cover the history of the Russian Empire, the Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth, the Habsburgs, the Ottomans, and the German Empire. And of course, we look at the successor states. We examine such topics as the rise of nationalism, modernization, transition to democracy after the collapse of communism in Eastern Europe. And also we offer modules in architecture, arts, urbanization, but we look at these subjects from a history perspective. So here you have just a sample list of modules that you can take on our degree. Now, I should mention that not all modules run each academic year, so final list of modules running every year will be published at the start of the academic year. Because sometimes colleagues may be on study leave or have other administrative duties. But here you have a list of some of our modules. And as you can see, it includes a module on the history of Berlin, Central Europe, 1900 to 1990, the Soviet Union's Cold War. We have a module on little Hitlers, so right radical movements in Central and East European countries. A module on the court ritual and political ideals of the Russian monarchy. And also there are modules in politics, sociology, culture, and languages that you can take on our program. I mentioned languages, and here you have a selection of languages you can study if you join our degree. So as you can see, it's quite a wide selection of languages. And of course, especially if you are thinking continuing your academic research, doing a PhD, our MA degree would be a fantastic opportunity for learning languages. And also, of course, I hardly need to mention that language expertise may be essential for your future employment. Now, in addition to your studies, we also offer a wide range of various public events. We have high profile speakers, politicians, scholars from the region. So there are different research and seminar series run at SSEES, and we encourage our MA students to attend these seminars. So there are different media seminars, like the post-Soviet press group, for example. So I would encourage you to register your interest on the UCL website to receive additional information on upcoming events and relevant program information. So SSEES has specific online sessions like this one today. Also, you can follow SSEES on the social media. And if you have any questions, you, of course, can always contact our fantastic admission team. And you have here the email address of our admission team. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Sergei. You can stop sharing your screen now if you wish. Whilst people are thinking and digesting that information, I'm just going to ask Maddie, our current MA student. Maddie's actually studying the Russian and East European Literature and Culture Masters. But Maddie, do you have any kind of advice for prospective students and anything you perhaps wish you'd known before you arrived at SSEES?
Yeah, 100%. I think the most important thing to do when you are trying to decide what program you want to do is look at the resources offered online. So look at the modules offered, look at, it'll show in the past on the website how many students have taken them in previous years, who the instructors are. You can look at the timetable to kind of get an idea of what your schedule would be like. And then also know that you're going to be writing a dissertation, and so you're going to have a supervisor. And so go ahead and go through the staff. You can go through the staff directory. You can see their research interests, their publications. what they've studied in the past, what they're interested in, and try and get an idea of like maybe what you'd like to write your dissertation on, and start kind of thinking about maybe who you'd want to supervise you, and then use that and your module selection. So if you know you're going to be interested in something and there's a module that really sticks out, maybe you can combine those together and you can kind of build up your knowledge at one time. And then also, the research seminars, follow them online. There's a lot of information on the website about when they are, what they do, and the sooner you start, the more confident you'll feel, and it'll be way less anxiety inducing by the time you get there.